Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my first makeup haul of January. I've got some things from Ulta, something from Sephora, something from Chanel, my first Chanel from Chanel boutique itself, like the actual store that I've ever made, and a pretty good little haul from MAC Cosmetics. So let me go ahead and start with let's start with the Sephora haul. So I decided to get the Patrick Ta, what are these? The Major Dimension Eye Illusion eyeshadow duo. And this is still at the club. I have, what's the other gold one called? It's like, Do You Know My Name or something? The one with the really two gorgeous gold and like bronzy shades. I have that. And so I decided to get this one as well. I had some Sephora credit card rewards to use. And so I thought, let me go ahead and get it because I loved that other one so much. And I wasn't going to pay full price for this, but I got $10 off and I thought that was worth it. And I really, really love this kind of cool bronze taupey look. So I picked this up. You can see I already swatched it and it's gorgeous. I'm excited to play with this finally. The next, let's do from Ulta. So from, actually no, let's save Ulta. Let's do Chanel next. So I've had a couple of Chanel fragrances in my collection and really enjoyed them. I had Coco Mademoiselle. I had, how come I can't remember it? Oh, the Chance Eau Fresh, and maybe one other one that I can't remember. I never got the Coco fragrance, but that was one that was on my list for a while. But when I saw this launch, this is the Jeux de Lumiere quad, like the giant pan quad. I was curious, but not particularly that interested. I hear very mixed reviews from Chanel Cosmetics. They don't seem to be very pigmented, and I have deeper skin. So if a product is not pigmented, I'm not even interested in it. I'm not going to try to make it work, especially for expensive products. But this one, because it was, look how pretty that is. I love how big the compact is. But because this one was the highlighter eyeshadow quad and I knew these shades would actually work on my skin, I was a little curious about it. And so I watched some reviews, a lot of different people, a lot of different skin tones to see how it showed up, how it wore. Was it pigmented enough even for the people that had the fairest skin? Was it showing up on people with my skin tone, and how was it translating? And I saw very few complaints. And so I decided to go ahead and grab it, and I decided to get it from Chanel directly because I've never purchased from them directly and I wanted to try some of their samples. I haven't even swatched this yet. I might do a little swatch video later, but this is beautiful. I actually had an issue. The first one I got, the component was broken. So I reached out to them and they rectified that so quickly. So fantastic customer service for my experience. And it's really beautiful, and I'm so glad I got it, and I cannot wait to start using it. And it came, well, these are the samples I selected. So I got this Hydra Beauty Micro Cream. I don't know what that is. I'm going to read up on it and then give it a try. And then the other sample I got is this #1 de Chanel like revitalizing serum. Also not sure what that does, so I will read up on that and give it a try. But I love that you get these nice deluxe sample options when you purchase directly from them, and it got shipped in this really beautiful Chanel box that you can use for, you could save stuff in it if you want to. It's a very nicely crafted, well-designed cardboard box that it came in. So that was my first Chanel purchase, and I love it. Now let's move on to Ulta because that will lead into my MAC haul. So I got this Clinique Even Better Clinical Foundation, And I got this for free, actually. I hit Diamond at Ulta for the rewards last year. And so you get a gift. And there's a lot of different options. And one of them was from a range of these Clinique products. And nothing else that they had looked interesting to me. So I thought, oh, I'll take a free foundation. So I selected the shade. What did I get? What shade did I get? WN114 Golden. I have no idea if that's going to work. I mean, I swatched it on my chest. It seems fine. I haven't worn it yet, though. But I thought this was such a cute little, like, egg-shaped bottle. And again, you can't beat pretty. So I will be testing this out and seeing how I like it. I don't know much about Clinique cosmetics. I don't have that much experience with them. I think maybe I had like the Black Honey lip gloss or something years ago. So I'm excited to try something and more excited that I didn't have to go out of my pocket for it. So that was the first thing I got from Ulta. And then I also, in that same purchase, got a MAC lipstick. I got the Lusterglass formula and I got the shade Thanks. It's MAC. I'd been hearing people talk about it and how it was supposed to be universally flattering. I was very skeptical about that because of the shade it is, the pink shade. And these types of shades, not my jam. But I saw a lot of reviews from women with deeper complexions. Well, men too, actually. Anybody that had a deeper complexion. Trying it on, and it actually did look really good. So I thought, okay, I'll get it. I used my Ulta points, so I think I paid $3 for it. And I thought $3, if I don't like it, I definitely have friends that have skin tones that I know it would suit because I've seen it on lighter toned people. Let me go ahead and do a little swatch. And I did do a test wear when I first got it. And I did the swatch and I was like, oh, that's awful. I am not going to like that at all. That shade of pink, not that it's bad, but I didn't think it looked good against my skin tone, my undertone, all of that. But I put on my lip liner, I put this lipstick on, and it was gorgeous. I think because it's the Lusterglass formula, and it actually was stunning. This is one I could definitely see becoming one of my favorite lipsticks ever. So yeah, it's on its own, it's fine because it's a Lusterglass. It has that kind of sheer quality to it. It's very moisturizing on the lips. So I think if this had been a satin or a matte, I would hate it. But because it was a Lusterglass, and it's a cooler toned brownie pink, it's beautiful. And I will say, I think it not universally flattering because I haven't seen it on everybody, but it is flattering across a wider range of skin tones than I would have anticipated. So I'm very glad to have gotten that. And again, for only $3, can't complain. Then on my next little mini MAC haul from Ulta, I got 2 of the new Maximal nude lipsticks that launched. I was really, really trying not to give in to that, right? I just did a declutter. I decluttered a bunch of lip products, including a few MAC lipsticks and glosses. So I was like, I don't need any more. I'm not going to get it, or I'll wait till, Black Friday sale. I've got a lot of things I'm trying to work through. But they just kept eyeballing me, and I was watching the videos, and they looked so good. And I should have just gotten them when I wanted to get them, because then I could have gotten all 4 shades I wanted. 2 of them are sold out. I'll go back and get them later. But I did grab these 2. So I got 2 in the satin formula. I got Hodgepodge and Stone. I have not swatched these yet. So let me go ahead and do that now. So let's start with Hodgepodge. And these ones, I also did not pay anything for them. I used some Ulta points that I had. I had a ton. And that's how I justified it, the purchases, because I didn't technically have to purchase anything. So here is Hodgepodge. And I'm going to go ahead and swatch it for the first time. Oh, their new satin formula is nice. It's nice and creamy. And there is Hodgepodge. And it is a nice mid-tone nude brown shade. I'm very excited to try this. Oh, that's so nice. And here is Stone. And Stone, I actually, if you watched my lipstick declutter video, Stone I have in my collection, the original matte formula, and I really like it. I don't wear it that often, but I do enjoy it. I tend to pair it with a Night Moth lip liner, but I need to give it another wear. So I wasn't going to get it because I was like, I already have Stone, but it was in the satin formula, so I was curious because matte lipsticks are not necessarily my favorite formula. And the color looked like it had been slightly altered, so it wasn't as gray. It's still a gray toned brown, but not as stark gray. So here's a swatch of Stone right here. And oh yeah, I love that. I'm very excited to wear it. I am very glad I decided to use some points to get that. So, I mean, I think I'm doing pretty well. I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 things from Ulta and paid $3 flat. So, very successful haul so far. Okay, and now let me go ahead and zoom you guys out real quick, just a second. We're gonna need some more space. So now I have a MAC haul. They were having sales and clearance and, goodbyes on a lot of their holiday items that I had no interest in, right? I haven't purchased a ton of MAC products in a long time. I haven't been buying a lot of makeup in general. I had kind of stopped wearing that much. I wear eyeshadow and then won't usually even put foundation and stuff on my face, or just a very little bit. That has changed this year. I've gotten more into it. So I was looking through the sales, and they were having a promo where you got an extra 15% off sale items. So I thought, well, let's see what they have to offer. So let's look here at this. Is the Prime Gold Mine Duo Radiant. And this has their primer and a full-size Fix Plus in there. So I think I ended up paying, how much for this? $28? Maybe either $28 or $34. Whatever the price was, it was really good because it was less than the cost of one of these items by itself. Maybe $32. Maybe that's how much I paid for it. So it comes with a full-size Fix Plus, which I've started using again recently and love it. Every time I wear my makeup, I use Fix Plus. I already have a dent going in the bottle I've put in my Makeup Monthly kit. And it's almost like buy one, get one free. It also came with the full-size Studio Radiance Primer, which I've been hearing a lot of people talk about because I've started watching more like Get Ready With Me makeup videos, and people were raving about this. I have dry skin. I don't necessarily like to wear super dewy foundations all the time, but I have noticed that when my products are more radiant, they just look better on my skin. They won't get cakey. They'll just look nice and natural all day long. So I thought 2 for the price of 1 plus 15% off. Can't beat that. So I'm excited to give this a try. Again, if I don't like it, no harm, no foul, because I know I like the Fix Plus and I'll go through it. And this was basically a free item to try out. I'm sure I'll like it. I'm sure I'll love it. I've seen it on other people and it looks great. Let me move that here. Okay, next I got another Fix Plus, and this is let me shake it up. This is the matte version, and so I was curious about this one because I do like a matte makeup look when I'm wearing like dark, grungy, smoky eyeshadow looks. I like it when my foundation is more matte, but I can't just put a bunch of matte products on my face. I have to be very careful because it starts to look dry, and it doesn't feel that great. But I thought, maybe if it's a spray that will, have some of the hydrating ingredients in there, plus that little bit of powder in there, I can skip a powder. So I can wear my foundation, any one that I want, try this out, see how I like it. So I haven't tried it out yet. This is when I say you have to give it a good shake because it does have, like, I'm assuming the powder particles that settle down to the bottom. So I'm excited to give this a try. Add that over here. For getting like a nice matte look, or even in the summertime, to try to keep my foundation from getting too, because in the summertime I will get a little dewier than I like. So it can keep me from having to wear a bunch of product on my face in the summer, which I don't like that sensation, and keep my makeup looking more normal than shiny. So let's go to another one of the sale items that I found. This is Claim to Fame Lip Trio. This is the Ruby Woo. I think they also have a Velvet Teddy option, but I don't like that color on me. It's not very flattering. So this one I got because I wanted to get the lip gloss, and I saw that this was on sale in a kit. And so basically, this on the clearance rack plus the 15% off ended up being cheaper than the lip gloss itself, and I also got a free lipstick and lip liner. This is not lipstick I think I would have purchased on my own, but it came with Ruby Woo, which I decluttered from my collection. I had the Retro Matte formula because I was curious about trying the new Silky Maximal Matte formula that they have. So here it is. Again, I haven't swatched it yet. But it's a beautiful shade. When I'm in the mood for a red, which doesn't happen too often, Ruby was a good one. So I'm excited to. Let me go ahead and swatch it. Oh, it's so pretty. And yes, this feels much creamier than the Retro Matte formula. On the screen, it looks a little more bright tomato red than it actually looks on my hand. It's definitely a blue tone red against my skin tone. So I got that and the Ruby Woo lip pencil for less than the cost of the lip gloss. So can't beat those prices. And this is what I had actually really wanted. I haven't had one of these for so long, like early 2000s, I think. And I went through a couple of them. It made me feel so fancy to have this MAC lip gloss. And so I'm glad to have it back in my collection again, because I didn't have any just straight clear, no glitter, no anything lip glosses in my collection. And I have found I actually do like that combo of putting it on top of a lipstick. I never did that before. I never was a fan of putting a lip gloss over my lipstick for the most part. I guess I had a thing about mixing the textures. I don't know, but you should put the lip gloss over your lipstick. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It makes your lips look plump. It makes them feel hydrated. And again, I think this whole kit, I think I got it for $24 or something like that. So full-size lipstick, full-size lip gloss, full-size lip pencil. Fantastic. Okay. The next item I got from the sales section are these little minis. This is the Everyday Luxury Mini Lusterglass trio in neutral. I wouldn't have been interested, but because it was the Lusterglass formula and I really like it, I decided to get it. So you get these 3 little lipsticks in here. It comes with the shades, let's see here, Taupe Tear, Rich in Roses, and Fudge the Numbers. Fudge the Numbers was really the one I wanted. And I got this for super cheap, maybe $17 or something. So I thought $17, even if I don't like the other two, it was still a really good deal. But because it was a Lusterglass and I had found that I liked the Thanks It's MAC so much, I was more open to experimenting with other colors that seemed like it might be outside my wheelhouse. So here is the Rich in Roses, and you can see how bitty these little MAC minis are. So I'm not going to swatch it now because I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it yet. And if I'm not going to keep it, then I want to keep it unfettered to give to my friend or something. But there's Rich in Roses. And then we have Taupe Tear. This is really pretty. This one I think I'll keep. We'll see. I'll swatch it. That one yeah, let me go ahead and swatch it and see. Oh, yeah, I like that one. That's really pretty. You can see it here next to Ruby Woo. So that one, it looks like a neutral mauvey taupe color that I thought would be okay on my skin tone. And then the one that I was really going for was Fudge the Numbers, which is this nice brown shade. Oh, it's so cute. So let me go ahead and swatch that. I'll swatch it here below. Oh, that's so nice. It's a really beautiful, like sheer brown, like a deeper brown, but not too dark. So I'm excited for that little trio right there. And again, I got it for, I think, $17 because it was on clearance. And then I got an extra 15% off in January when they were doing that January 15 code. And the last thing from that clearance section is from the holiday collection, which I saw but wasn't interested in. But then after I was doing my makeup monthly and I started experimenting with makeup more, I thought about this product. So I went online to see if it was still available. And this is the Skin Finish Metallic Cream Blush. And I got the shade Glowing Treasure right here. And it's like this golden brown. So I don't know if this is going to end up being a highlighter or a blush shade on me. I'm going to go ahead and swatch it, but it is creamy. Here is what it looks like on my finger. And I'm going to go ahead and swatch it here. Let's see if you can see. I don't know if you can see a little bit. So I like really sheer toned blushes, especially in the summertime when I wear neutral looks that have a little bit of shimmer to it. And I thought this would be good for that. So I'm excited to play around with this, see how I like it. And again, I got it for an extra 15% off the sale price. So if I don't love it, I didn't pay full price for it. And swatching it, I like the way it looks. So I'm assuming I'll get somewhere out of it. The next thing I got also on sale, on extra sale. I forgot about this one. I got a paint pot. I haven't purchased a MAC paint pot in so long. I only have one left. But I was curious about the shade Bougie. And I've got makeup on my finger. Oh well. And since it was on the sale section and there was an extra 15% off, I thought I'd decide I would go ahead and give it a try. And it's that beautiful like blue brown pigment that we've been loving forever. Let me give this a little swatch and put that also here. And that is really pretty. You can see it here. I'm trying to get some of the there we go, some of the reflex in it. So this would be a great one and done. This would be great to wear as a base and put other shadows, on top of it, because that's what I usually use my paint pots for. But I ended up getting this, I want to say this total was about $16 after the sale and the extra 15% off. And I thought that was a really good price to get back into the MAC paint pot, see how I like them. Put that over there. The next thing I picked up from MAC is the Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Global Glow. This was on sale. They were doing like their sale on their face products. And then I had a coupon code from my MAC Rewards for 15% off. So I used that. I got this and I actually got a highlighter in the shade Oh Darling, but that was back ordered. So I don't have that yet. So I'm just going to put that in the next haul that I do because it didn't arrive in time. But I have Gold Deposit, which I've been playing around with and really liked. And I wanted something that wasn't quite as, well, I should say I wanted something that was softer and more natural for the days when I wanted to kind of have a highlight underneath the bronzer. And I thought Global Glow would be a good shade. Oops. I've never tried it before. So pretty. Let me go ahead and give that a swatch. And you can see it here. And It's a perfect tone. I heard some descriptions saying it was kind of icy, but I don't find that to be the case. To me, it's a very neutral, not quite peach, not bronze, not golds, shade. And I need to play around with it to see how I actually like it. But my plan is to mix it sometimes with Gold Deposit. So I got it on sale plus an extra 15% off. So I thought that was a really good deal. I can get rid of that whole insert now. And finally, the last item I have from MAC. This is from their new Lunar New Year collection, which again, I wasn't going to get anything. But I saw these Dazzle Shadows and was curious. Still wasn't sold. I won't lie, the packaging got me just a teeny little bit. But the shade that I picked up for the Dazzleshadow was Viperactive. And once I saw a couple swatches of it, let me go ahead and put it up. So this is what it looks like here. And let me go ahead, let me find a safe spot to swatch. Yeah, here we go. So let me just go ahead and swatch some of that on my skin so you could see it. And it's got this gorgeous like green, taupe, maybe purple, reflective shine to it. It's stunning. And as soon as I saw the swatch, I already had several, like 2 or 3 eye looks that I knew I wanted to try with this. I'm not sure I've ever had a MAC Dazzle Shadow liquid like this format before. I've used them from other companies for sure. But I thought, you know, let me give it a try. So this is the one item I got from the new Lunar New Year collection. I think it's like Lucky Lux or something. I can't remember what it's called. But it's stunning. It's beautiful. I really like it. If that other Dazzle Shadow in the shade Auspicious is still around and goes on sale, I might consider getting that one. But if not, like, I'm very happy with my one little single item from this collection. I am not trying to, just because I'm getting back into makeup, I'm not trying to get back into buying a bunch of makeup. I've been doing a makeup monthly kit and trying to use what I have. But again, there was only a couple products here that I paid full price for. Everything else was either free or like more than 50% off. And I do need products to wear makeup if I actually want to play in makeup and get better at certain things and, you know, experiment with complexion products, which was the main thing I was wanting to get into, which is where these kind of came in. But yeah, that was my first makeup haul for January. Well, I guess the makeup haul for January, first makeup haul of the year. This is quite a bit of stuff. I'm really excited to play around in this over the next several months. Let me know down in the comments below if you've picked up any new items this year. I know a lot of people are going on makeup no buys and low buys. I was on one for a couple of years and bought very, very little makeup. This is more makeup. I think all this makeup that's here is more makeup than I bought in all of last year in 2024. Like, this is probably more than what I bought in the 12 months of 2024. So I'm not anticipating buying too much more in the near future, but I am waiting for these other 2 new MAC nude lipsticks. I still have Ulta points that I'm going to use to get them for free. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.